energy and charging companies. The system is designed to ensure a stable hydrogen supply and prevent service disruptions caused by shortages, equipment failures, or unexpected incidents. Under the plan, the city will provide administrative support such as emergency backup charging and information sharing. The safety agency will conduct on-site inspections while charging operators will extend hours or provide emergency services. Busan City currently operates a total of 11 hydrogen charging stations. The 4th Blue Planet Future Festival will take place in Busan from tomorrow for 4 days at the Busan Cinema Center. This year's theme is Back to Earth, Our Only Home. The event includes an environmental film festival, video and poster contest, academic forums, exhibitions, and hands-on programs. A total of 49 works from 20 countries focusing on the climate crisis will be screened. The operating film is Jane Goodall, Reasons for Hope by director David Lickley, which highlights inspiring stories of change worldwide. The closing film will be selected from contest entries. During the festival, special screenings, lectures, and debates on environmental innovation will be held. Tickets are available online via application or on-site. In international news, Spain's 16-day heat wave may have caused over 1,100 deaths, mostly among the elderly or those with pre-existing conditions. July's heat-related deaths rose 57% from last year. Temperatures dropped slightly yesterday, but wildfires have continued, burning 382,000 hectares, larger than London's area, and killing 4 people. Rail and road services between Galicia and Madrid were suspended, and dozens of villages were evacuated. Some fires were suspected arson, with 32 arrests. Neighboring Portugal also faced wildfires, killing 2 and destroying 235,000 hectares. And now for today's weather. Current temperatures are around 31 degrees Celsius with clear conditions. Temperatures in workplaces, fields, and roads can feel hotter than official weather readings, so stay cautious. That wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM, 부산 영어 방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, Busan 영어 방송.
Coming up next is Busan Worldwide with Stephanie Yoon. BEFM, 부산 영어 방송.
Good morning and welcome to Busan Worldwide. A small theater is a place where the bond between actors and the audience takes center stage more than grand sets or dazzling effects. From just an arm's length away, you can feel the actors' gaze, their voices, and even the tremor of the moment. That's why a play in a small theater doesn't remain just a performance, it often becomes a life experience. Around the world, small theaters have long served as laboratories of theater, places where new experiments begin and where creators take bold steps. They are where more inventive forms of stage expressions are born. In this sense, small theaters are the unseen roots that sustain a city's cultural ecosystem. 네, 소극장은 한 도시의 문화적 생태계를 지탱하는 보이지 않는 뿌리라고 할 수 있죠. And here in Busan today, small theaters are connecting regions and generations, becoming a cultural foundation for the city's growing role as a hub of theater. Well, this is Busan Worldwide, and I'm your host, Stephanie Yoon.
This is Busan Worldwide, your window into Busan, your bridge to the world.
That's right. You're tuned in to Busan Worldwide Live this Wednesday morning, August 20th, here on BFM, Busan 영어 방송, 90.5 FM in Busan and 103.3 FM in Gijang, Jeongwon, and Noksan areas. Well, happy Wednesday, happy hump day to you all. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Listeners, have you heard of D.FESTA in Busan? Well, since 2016, this small theater festival has traveled between Seoul and regional cities, and this year it arrived here in Busan. 8 theater companies from across the country, including Seoul, Daegu, Chuncheon, and Busan, are coming together, creating encounters on stage that connect both regions and generations. 네, 전국 8개 극단이 함께하며 무대 위에선 지역과 세대를 뛰어넘는 특별한 만남이 펼쳐지고 있는데요. The festival is not only a celebration of small theater, which has often been overshadowed by large-scale productions, but also a test of whether Busan's university town can establish itself as a future hub for culture and the arts. And this stage really raises important questions. Can Busan truly grow into a city of theater? And if so, what must be prepared? Well, on today's edition of The Interview, we'll sit down with the Vice Director of Korea Small Theater Association. We'll hear his insights on how this festival could expand the possibilities of small theater and what meaning it might hold for the future of culture and the arts here in Busan. Well, listeners, here's today's question for you. Do you have an unforgettable small theater experience? Maybe a play that felt like a theater or the performance of a lifetime, or a moment when you locked eyes with an actor and felt your heart skip a beat. So the question is, do you have an unforgettable small theater experience? 네, 오늘의 문자 주제는요. 여러분의 잊지 못할 소극장 공연 경험입니다. 이건 내 인생 연극이다 싶었던 소극장 공연이나 배우와 눈이 마주쳐서 심장이 두근거렸던 순간이 있다면 보내주세요. Now, I was thinking about this. I remember about 4 or 5 years ago, I went to a small theater stage in Kumyeonsan Station. You know, they have a small theater area. And I remember it was a very interactive play. It was a long time ago, so I don't remember the title or what it was about. I think it was a romantic comedy during Christmas time. But they were calling people out, and they were calling like, oh, you in red shirt. And I remember thinking, please don't pick me, because I was so nervous, and I can be shy sometimes. And they didn't call me out. I was so thankful. But I remember walking away being really happy that I was part of something, even though I wasn't on stage. I was some part of a play, right? And it was a really wonderful experience. So I personally do love small theater experiences. And listeners, with that text topic, do you have an unforgettable small theater experience? We always enjoy hearing from you. So send us your messages at pound 9050 for 101 or for free through Kakao Talk or the YouTube live chat. As always, one lucky listener will receive a coffee coupon today. We do have a lot of messages coming in. We have Benny Neem, as always, saying happy Wednesday. And he shared that for me, he actually, so our listener, Benny Neem, is from Philippines. And he said, talked about this small roles like tree. He would love to play a small role like a tree role, especially in a Filipino-based local play. Very interesting indeed. And we also have TV Journey saying, 진짜 소극장은 숨죽여서 봐야 돼요. 그 공기가 너무 좋습니다. 소극장 무드라고. I think so too. Because you're like, even the sound of your breath, right? Or sound of your breathing can be felt by everyone in the theater because it's small and intimate, and that's the beauty, the charm of small theaters. And today we're going to be talking about that in the interview, so stay tuned. And now it's time for the interview. Small theaters may be modest in size, but they're where a city's culture and creativity take root. They give new actors and troops their first stage and allow artistic value to shine above commercial success. In Busan's 대학로, or University Street area of Busan, 3 theaters are presenting bold, intimate works that connect actors and audiences at the closest distance. Ooh. Well, with festivals, forums, and new initiatives, momentum is growing for this area to become a lasting hub for theater. So today, we're joined by Mr. Chon Sang-bae, Vice President of the Korea Small Theater Association, to talk about the role of Busan small theaters and how D.FESTA in Busan is opening new doors for local theater artists. 네, 부산 대학로의 소극장들은 관객과 가까이 호흡하며 새로운 연극 실험과 창작자들의 도전을 이어가고 있습니다. 오늘도 인터뷰에선 그 현장을 이끄는 전상배 한국소극장협회부이사장과 함께 부산 소극장의 역할과 D.FESTA in 부산이 지역 연극인들에게 어떤 기회를 주는지 이야기 나눠보겠습니다. 안녕하십니까?
Hello.
Hello.
Where is the audience?
Where's the audience? They're tuning in through YouTube and also through radio. Can you say hello to our listeners?
Yes, I run Space Theater venue dedicated to theater performance, and I also serve as the Vice Chairman of the Korea Small Theater Association. Nice to meet you. My name is Sang-bae Chon.
Well, again, it's a pleasure to have you with us today. And you're looking around. You can look at this camera right here, and also you can look at me. But listeners are tuning in through 90.5 FM or through YouTube as well. So it's a pleasure to be here and having you in the studio as well. Now, could you tell us about the Korea Small Theater Association and what kind of activities it's involved in?
Korea Small Theater Association. It was founded in December 2000. The Korea Small Theater Association plans and manages support programs for the operation of small theaters nationwide, as well as for their artistic activities. Mm-hmm. The ongoing event, Busan D.FESTA, is also a festival designed to support the artistic activities of small theater in Busan. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I brought the Busan D.FESTA event to the city and am serving as the general director of the festival. Mm-hmm. I'm grateful for having brought the festival to Busan and for the opportunity to contribute to the city's theatrical arts.
Mm-hmm. That's right. So it's inspiring to hear how the association has been supporting theaters across the country and must be especially meaningful to bring a festival like D.FESTA to Busan. Well, what is the current situation of small theater performances here in Busan?
A small theater generally refers to a performance venue with fewer than 300 seats. In Busan, theater are roughly 30 such theaters. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A special characteristic is that many of them are located near Gyeongsang University mm-hmm. and Bugyeong National University, with about 10 in Namgu, 7 in Suyeonggu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Small theater primarily host plays and a wide range of theatrical forms are performed there. Comedies, love story, mm-hmm. Thrillers, and more. Many productions also pursue high artistic value works that explore the ideas of the times, delve into philosophy, reflect on history, confront the absurdities of life, mm-hmm. And probe the essence of human nature. Just as some people enjoy light-hearted entertainment, while others prefer intellectual enrichment, reflection, and empathy. The forms of small theater productions are equally diverse.
Right,
Yes.
definitely.
And depending on the form, the level of audience participation also varies.
Definitely. And I think it's definitely fascinating when it comes to theater because not only the number of theaters, but also the diversity, as you mentioned, of the performances they bring. It sounds like small theaters are really like a mirror of both entertainment and deeper reflections on life as well. Now, let's talk about D.FESTA, right?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
What matters most is that regardless of form, small theaters can be seen as space that profoundly influence our lives.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
I agree. So, as we mentioned, D.FESTA.
Yes,
Since 2016, it's been held every 2 years, alternating between Seoul and regional cities to bridge cultural gaps and to encourage exchange. So, could you introduce D.FESTA to our listeners and share what has allowed it to continue for so long?
D.FESTA marks its 19th edition this year. Across the country's performances are staged in small theaters. In fact, there are more than 250 small theaters. Just in 대학로, Seoul, and over 40 in cultural street of Daemyeongdong, Daegu. Small theaters have many purposes. There are space for creating experimental theater, for engaging in the dialogue with the citizens, for reflecting the spirit of the times, for embodying original characteristics, and for sustaining artistic activities. These functions highlight the necessity of small theaters. They are not merely places for watching and enjoying performances, but cultural spaces with vital social functions.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that it is preciously these roles of small theater that provide the driving force, allowing D.FESTA to endure for such a long time.
I see. So the enduring power of D.FESTA really comes from the unique role small theaters play in society, as you mentioned. And I think it's amazing how they're more than performance venues, right? It's also a cultural spaces with social meaning, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Now, it opened in Busan last Friday, and I do want to hear how has the audience response been so far?
Yeah. There was a performance of the anime's makeup by the Seoul-based theater company Shinil-yu, and another performance of the Blue Ivy Hill by the Daegu-based theater company Hanullim. The anime's makeup explored the inner psychology of human beings, while there, the Blue Ivy Hill depicted the life of novelist Hyun Jin-gun, who endured the hardships under Japanese colonial rule.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, 6 productions remain. If you are going to spend, this is a title. If you are going to spend 30,000 won to watch our play, you'd be better off buying a chicken instead by the Busan, by the Busan based theater company Cho.
Right. So, listeners, it's just a title, right?
Title is very difficult. Physical theater, the made by the Chuncheon based theater company Domo. For my paper love by the Seoul based theater company 창작심. Betrayal by DP Story Theater, and World Jimun by the Busan-based theater company eye contact. And this is difficult. Shut up and move forward. By Drunken Theater.
Right, and these are all just titles.
Yeah, title. Sorry. The audience response has been excellent. These are all outstanding performances with distinctive forms. Please enjoy them.
Yes, and those performances sound wonderful, powerful as well, both emotionally and historically. And with 6 more productions ahead, audiences certainly have much to look forward to. And listeners, if you're just tuning into Busan Worldwide, we are in the middle of the interview with Mr. Chon Sang-bae, Vice President of the Korea Small Theater Association. We were talking about D.FESTA here in Busan. And if you're tuning in through YouTube channel, you can see some of the pictures that we are sharing on the channel as well live. And the festival is taking place in 3 small theaters around Gyeongsang University, Busan National University, and Daeyeondong. So why were these venues chosen? And what do you expect from hosting the festival here in Busan?
It is important, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, at the best carefully vetted productions are selected among works that have already been staged. Only the outstanding ones are chosen. We review performances from across the country. So, of course, not every single one can be evaluated. Yeah. For Busan, we selected works created by young theater groups. These productions shine with the fresh and inventive ideas of young artists.
Oh, wow.
Yes. The very fact that an event usually held in Seoul Daehakno is now being hosted in Busan is in itself a notable issue, I think. It means that the excellent productions which would otherwise be difficult to see locally can now be experienced in Busan. And through this, Busan's own works can also be introduced to a wider audience.
Great to hear.
We hope that this festival will spark greater interest among Busan citizens in the small theater productions of Busan City.
So that's a very exciting point you mentioned, to see works that are usually limited to Seoul being staged here in our city of Busan, and giving young local groups the spotlight must make this a festival even more special, I believe. Well, this year, 8 troupes are participating, including from Seoul, Daegu, Chuncheon, and of course Busan. So I do want to ask, what kind of synergy do you expect from this exchange between different regional troupes?
Synergy. When exchanges between regions become active, the focus shifts from me to us. Through artistic exchange, regional conflicts can be diminished, and a shared sense of togetherness emerges. This is truly an essential function. I think so.
Definitely.
Such exchanges also allow artists to learn about creative activities taking place in other regions. For artists, this sparks new ideas for creation. For citizens, it opens the door to experiencing a broader world. Yeah, maybe. Therefore, I believe that the exchanges among regional theater groups create a richer and more meaningful cultural and artistic landscape.
Right, and that's a beautiful way of putting it, shifting from me to us, and it really shows how theater can bridge divides and create a shared cultural spirit across regions as well. Now, we heard some of the titles. Very unique indeed. You mentioned, for example, 작품 제목이 3만 원 내고 우리 연극 보러 올 바에 차라리 그 돈으로 치킨을 한 마리 사 먹겠다. And that's the 작품 제목, right? In English, if you're going to spend 30,000 won to watch our play, you'd be better off buying a chicken instead. And so I want to hear about these. How were the performances selected for the lineup? And is there a particular show that you'd recommend to our audiences?
It is very difficult.
It is a difficult question.
Yeah. All of the participating theater companies have been working with great passion. And naturally, their individual schedules had to be taken into account. Yeah. Of course, the opening performance was given special consideration in its selections. Although it has already concluded.
Right.
Personally, I'm most drawn to works that allow for deep reflection.
Okay.
In this regard, I greatly appreciate the opening piece. And I was also moved by productions such as For My Painful Lovely by Chang Jak-sim and Betrayal by D.P. Story. In addition, performances like World Moon by Eye Contact and Shut Up and Go Forward by Drunken Theater will surely resonate with the younger audiences. World Moon unfolds a story of love in a mysterious way, while Shut Up and Go Forward humorously portrays the realistic concerns of today's youth.
I see. And I'm sure our listeners would agree those titles are so intriguing. And I can see how different productions will speak to different audiences. And it's great that some works invite reflection while others, just connect through humor and relatability as well. Now, during the festival, there will also be a forum on the meaning of promoting the Busan Daehakno Festival and ways to revitalize small theaters in our city. So what will be discussed in detail?
The forum is a very important meaning in this festival. On Monday, August 18, forum was held with the participation of many distinguished guests, including Professor Gyo-ri of Gyeongsang University, Professor Nam Seok-kim of Bugyang National University, the mayor of Namgu District, along with officials from the Namgu Cultural Affairs Office, staff from the Suyeong Cultural Affairs Office, the president of the Busan Theater Association, the chairperson of the Busan Small Theater Association, a team leader from the Busan Cultural Foundation, the CEO of the Namgu Cultural Foundation, as well as numerous theater artists from Busan. During the forum, it was decided to establish the Daehakno Steering Committee. In Busan, furthermore, plans were made to launch a Daehakno Festival in the city. Beginning next year, we anticipate that Busan's Daehakno will be developed into a vibrant street dedicated to the arts.
I see. And I think sounds like a very meaningful step, bringing together leaders, artists, and institutions to lay the groundwork for a stronger small theater scene here in Busan. And a Daehakno festival here could be transformative. Now, listeners, if you're just tuning into Busan Worldwide, we are in the middle of the interview speaking with Mr. Chun Sang-bae, Vice President of the Small Theater Association, to talk about the role of Busan small theaters and also about D.FESTA in Busan. Now we're going to jump into our next question. One of D.FESTA's main goal is to showcase small theater productions with audiences under 300. So I do want to talk about special appeal of small theaters. Can you tell us?
Sorry.
It's okay.
In a small theater, the distance between the actors and the audience is extremely close.
Right.
Yeah. At times, even the boundary between the stage and seats seems to be disappear. This is perhaps its greatest charm, as the audience is able to experience something direct, intimate, and deeply powerful. Yeah, those who fall in love with the fear of a small theater come to cherish it for what it is. Yeah, such intense experience remain imprinted in the heart. Yeah. Like a vivid photograph that cannot be forgotten.
Right, definitely.
The most valuable meaning of the small theater lies in this very experience, the mutual exchange between audience and actor, and shared sense of communication among all members of the audience together. This is the greatest attraction.
Definitely. And I think that intimacy really is unique. To feel the energy of the actors so close as well, and to share that moment with everyone around you. And because of the time constraints, of course, we're going to move on to our last question of the day, which is our text topic of the day. So do you have an unforgettable small theater experience, like a play that felt like the play of your life, or a moment when you locked eyes with an actor and your heart skipped a beat? I want to hear your experience of a small theater.
Experience.
Yes. And it is our last question.
Last question.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
I'm sure you have many of them.
How to say?
Right. So you may be
as
like
as a theater practitioner, there was one moment in my life that I felt should never happen on stage.
Okay.
The performance was well underway when all of a sudden an actor froze, saying nothing, doing nothing.
Okay.
A long silence filled the theater. At last, the actor finally spoke. I will start again from beginning. I'm sorry, I forgot my lines. Wow,
actor forgetting lines. I think it still reminds us like live theater is unpredictable, but I think it's what makes live theater more like so human and unforgettable, as you mentioned. Well, that's gonna do it for today's The Interview. Thank you so much for sharing your vision, but also about your experiences. And that's The Interview with Mr. Chon Sang-bae, Vice President of the Korea Small Theater Association. 네, 오늘도 인터뷰에선 전상배 한국소극장협회 부이사장과 함께 얘기 나눠봤는데요. 부이사장님, 오늘 함께해 주셔서 고맙습니다.
감사합니다.
All right. And with that, let's take a quick song break. This is YOLO by Stella Jung.
dum 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 da dum 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 da da dum 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 da dum 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 da dum 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 da da dum 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 da dum 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 ba dum ba dum ba dum ba da dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba da da dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba da dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba da dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba da dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba You only live once.
하루들이 지겨워져서 오늘을 내게 선물하기로 해. 열심히 살아왔잖아. 이 정도의 상치는 부려도 되잖아. 창밖에 밝은 별 하나 어서 가자 저기 멀리 저 불빛을 따라. You only live once. 오늘이 지나면 You only live once. 다시 돌아가겠지. You only live once. 그래도 오늘만큼은 나를 You only live once 위해 살고 싶어. 오늘만큼은 애벌레가 아닌 butterfly. Brand new day is calling now. 어디든 좋아 나랑 너랑 우리 다 오늘은 모두 잊자. 기차에 몸을 실어봐 어때. 의자에 등을 기대봐 절대 후회는 하지 않을 거야. 번데기는 낭비가 될 거야. 열심히 살아왔잖아. 이 정도의 상치는 부려도 되잖아. 창밖에 밝은 별 하나 어서 가자 저기 멀리 저 불빛을 따라. You only live once. 오늘이 지나면 You only live once. 다시 돌아가겠지. You only live once. 그래도 오늘만큼은 나를 You only live once 위해 살고 싶어. You only live once. 오늘이 지나면 You only live once. 다시 돌아가겠지. You only live once. 그래도 오늘만큼은 나를 You only live once 위해 살고 싶어. You'll be okay. You will 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 be okay.
And that was YOLO. Welcome back. YOLO by Stella Jang. Welcome back to Busan Worldwide. I'm your host, Stephanie Yoon. The time is now 11:39. And let me check out some of the messages coming in. We have TV Jerry님 saying a lot of things about the text topic. Also, 사랑대호님 messaging in. Good morning, Stephanie and everyone. Happy Hump Day. Yes, happy Hump Day to you as well. Hope you're having a wonderful morning so far. Now, listeners, today's text topic was, do you have an unforgettable small theater experience? Maybe a play that felt like a, performance of a lifetime. As our guest mentioned, maybe an actor forgot his lines and just had to start all over. Some of those unforgettable experiences. And maybe it's not perfect, but it's a part of the experience, right? And it really feels human, like a human, right? And 오늘의 문자 주제는요. 여러분의 잊지 못할 소극장 공연 경험입니다. We have TV Journey messaging in, and she shared about how she saw, people giving out flyers in Nampodong, and I always do see that, and I'm always interested, especially the scary ones, the horror ones. I would love to see. I didn't try the ones in Nampodong. I would love to, but she shared it was so funny that she had to grab her belly and laugh out loud, and that's great. And usually in small theaters at the end, you can take pictures with the actors and actresses as well. So it's great to hear about it. So do let us know your experiences from small theaters. And with that, we'll move on to Busan Update. And now it's time for Busan Update. Busan City will provide up to 400,000 won in moving expenses to ease the housing burden for young people. 네, 부산시는 청년들의 주거비 부담을 덜기 위해 최대 40만 원의 이사비를 지원합니다. So starting August 26th, the city will recruit 310 participants from the Busan Youth Brokerage Fee and Moving Expense Support Program. Eligible applicants are working youths between the ages of 18 and 39 who moved into Busan or relocated within the city after January 1st of this year. They must meet conditions such as income below 120% of the median and rental housing valued under 100% 150 million won. Selected applicants can receive a one-time subsidy for real estate brokerage fees and moving costs up to 400,000 won. Applications open online through the Busan Youth platform on August 26th and will close early if funds run out. And that's it for Busan Update.
From the heart of Busan to the pulse of the world. Global city, local voices. This is Busan Worldwide.
And now it's time for Correspondent Reports. Let's go over to Singapore for the latest updates. 오늘은 싱가포르 소식 듣겠습니다. 싱가포르의 에이프릴 통신원 안녕하십니까?
안녕하세요, 스테파니님. 싱가포르 통신 에이프릴입니다.
네, 반갑습니다. It's a pleasure to have you. Let's jump into our first topic of the day. I hear Singapore is tightening its penalties on e-cigarettes. So what's the story? 싱가포르가 전자담배 처벌을 더 강화한다는 소식이 있던데 어떤 내용인가요?
네, 로렌스 웡 총리가 국회 연설에서 발표를 하셨는데요. 지금까지는 전자담배를 일반 담배와 비슷하게 취급하면서 주로 벌금형을 부과했지만 앞으로는 이걸 마약 문제로 간주해서 훨씬 더 강력하게 대응하겠다고 했습니다. 단순한 담배 문제가 아니라 국민 건강과 또 사회 안전을 위협하는 심각한 사안으로 본 거죠.
그렇군요. So Prime Minister Lawrence Wong in a parliamentary address announced that while e-cigarettes had previously been treated much like regular tobacco with fines as the main penalty, Singapore will now treat them as a drug issue. This marks a shift to a much stronger and tougher stance, framing e-cigarettes not just as a smoking concern, but as a serious threat to public health and social safety. Then what concrete measures will be put in place? 그렇다면 앞으로 구체적으로 어떤 조치들이 취해지나요?
네, 전자담배에 이제 해로운 물질을 섞어 판매하는 경우 이제는 벌금만이 아니라 징역형까지 부과될 수 있습니다. 실제로 보건당국은 압수된 전자담배 중 3분의 1에서 마취제 성분인 에토미데이트가 검출됐다고 경고했는데요. 이 약물은 의료 현장에서 쓰이는 진정제지만 잘못 사용하면 환각이나 장기 손상을 일으킬 수 있습니다. 동시에 정부는 중독자들을 위해 재활 프로그램도 제공할 계획이라고 밝혔습니다.
이렇게 보니 단순한 흡연 문제가 아니라 사회적인 중독 문제로 보고 있다는 점이 확실히 느껴지는데요. So sellers who mix harmful substances into e-cigarettes could now face not only fines but also prison terms. Authorities warn that 1/3 of confiscated e-cigarettes contain etomidate, an anesthetic typically used in hospitals, and misused, it can cause hallucinations or organ damage. Alongside harsher penalties, the government also plans to provide rehabilitation programs for those already struggling with addiction. And clearly, it's not just about smoking anymore, it's being recognized as a broader addiction issue. With that, on a broader note, there's good news from tennis. A Korean player has won a tournament in Singapore, so we'll hear a bit about that. 네, 싱가포르에서 열린 테니스 대회에서 한국 선수가 우승했다는 반가운 소식도 있었죠?
네, 맞습니다. 한국의 김유진 선수가 국제테니스연맹 ITF 싱가포르 대회 여자 단식 결승에서 일본의 아라카와 하루나를 2대0으로 꺾고 우승을 차지했습니다. 네, 그래서 총 상금 15,000달러 규모의 대회였는데요. 김유진 선수에게는 성인 무대 국제대회 단식에서 첫 번째 우승이라 의미가 더 크다고 합니다.
네, 정말 반가운 소식입니다. So Korea's Kim Yoo-jin claimed victory at the ITF Singapore Women's Singles Final, defeating Japan's Haruna Arakawa in straight sets 2-0. And the tournament carried a prize pool of $15,000, and this marks Kim's very first singles title on the senior international stage, making it a particularly meaningful milestone indeed. And I imagine it was quite an emotional moment for her. 이 선수 본인도 감회가 남달랐을 것 같은데요.
네, 경기 후 인터뷰에서 지난주 같은 상대에게 졌던 기억 때문에 긴장이 컸지만 세심하게 전략을 짜주시고 끝까지 지지해주신 정휘진 코치 덕분에 흔들리지 않을 수 있었다고 전했습니다. 또 소속팀인 충남도청과 용품 후원사 요넥스에 감사 인사를 전했는데요. 첫 우승의 기쁨을 주변 사람들과 함께 나누는 모습이 참 인상 깊었습니다.
그렇군요. 스포츠에서 이런 도전과 성취의 이야기는 늘 힘이 되죠. So in her post-match interview, Kim actually admitted she had been very nervous remembering her loss to the same opponent just last week. But thanks to Coach Chong Hui-jin's careful strategy and unwavering support, she was able to stay focused, and she also expressed gratitude to her team, of course, and her sponsor. Sharing her first victory with those around her made the moment even more memorable, and I love these stories of challenge and triumph as well. Really uplifting in sports. And finally, some culture news. There's a new collaboration between K-pop star Jisoo and the Singapore Tourism Board. So tell us more. 네, 이번엔 K-pop 아티스트 지수와 싱가포르 관광청의 협업 소식이네요.
네, 글로벌 아티스트 지수가 새 앨범의 수록곡인 Your Love로 싱가포르 관광청과 함께 스페셜 비디오를 공개했습니다. 사실 싱가포르 관광청은 그동안 방탄소년단의 진님, 그리고 콜드플레이, 빌리 아일리시 등 세계적인 아티스트분들과 협업해 싱가포르를 알린 바가 있는데요. 이번에는 지수님과 함께 또 감성적인 음악과 함께 싱가포르의 특별한 자연 경험을 담아냈습니다.
그렇군요. So global artist Jisoo has teamed up with the Singapore Tourism Board, releasing a special video featuring her track Your Love. The board has actually previously collaborated with world-renowned stars like BTS's Jin, Coldplay, Billie Eilish to showcase Singapore. And this time with Jisoo, the project blends emotional music with unique natural experiences in Singapore. Now, what kind of visuals can we see in the video? 영상 속에는 어떤 모습이 담겨 있나요?
꼭 직접 보셨으면 좋겠는데요. 그래도 우선 설명을 드리자면 네, 영상에는 올해 3월 문을 연 레인포레스트 와일드 아시아가 등장하는데요. 숲속의 트레킹과 또 열대우림의 생태계를 직접 체험할 수 있는 어드벤처형 동물원입니다. 또 싱가포르 동물원처럼 개방적이고 자연 친화적인 공간도 비춰지면서 도시 속에서 자연과 교감할 수 있는 매력이 잘 담겼습니다. 그래서 이번 프로젝트는 만다이 와일드라이프 그룹, 그리고 현지 댄스 탤런트 에이전시 잼 리퍼블릭, 그리고 지수의 소속사까지 함께 힘을 모아 완성됐는데요. 지수님의 무대와 싱가포르의 녹지가 어우러져 새로운 영감을 주는 협업이었습니다.
그렇군요. So the video highlights Rainforest Wild Asia, which opened this March, and it's an adventure-style zoo where visitors can trek through the forest and experience the tropical ecosystem firsthand. Open, eco-friendly spaces like the Singapore Zoo also appear, so showcasing the city's unique blend of urban and natural environments. And our reporters share that the project brought together Mandai Wildlife Group, a local dance crew Jam Republic, and Jisoo's agency, combining her artistry with Singapore's lush greenery in an inspiring collaboration. And she did encourage everyone to watch the video if you have not so. And today we really covered a wide range from social issues to sports and culture, so we do appreciate you and for all the updates coming from Singapore. 네, 청취자님 오늘 소식 전해주셔서 감사합니다.
네, 감사합니다. 지금까지 싱가포르 통신원 에이프릴이었습니다. 다음에 또 봬요.
And that's going to do it for Correspondent Reports. And listeners, continuing on, some updates coming from Busan. I do want to let you know there's the Restart Fund in partnership with Busan City, supporting small business owners preparing for closure and a new start. So Camco, together with the Busan Economic Promotion Agency, they will run the 2025 Restart Fund Small Business Closure Support Program. This program targets small business owners in Busan who are faithfully repaying their Restart Fund debt, actually settlement plans, and selected participants can receive business closure consulting and up to 4 million won in support for closure costs, including store demolition and restoration. Applications can be found through the Restart Fund website, which is 새출발기금 홈페이지 and the Small Business Comprehensive Support Center, which is 소상공인 종합지원센터 누리집. So if you are part of maybe in this group that you can maybe get some support, do check it out. And there are just so many different supports and funds and different systems, programs going on in the city. So I do hope that whatever applies to you, you do check it out. And listeners, before we wrap up, we have a lot of messages that I want to check out. We have Jin Lee messaging in. I know that she is always very busy, but she messaged in sharing that 오늘 바빠서 많이 늦었습니다. And we were waiting for you, so thank you so much for messaging in. And we do appreciate your messages as always. And we have another message coming in through pound 9050. We have 5883번님 messaging in. Actually, so we have the 5883번님 saying 어떤 작품이었는지 기억이 안 나는데 배우가 연기 도중에 대사를 잠깐 잊은 적이 있으세요. 그런데 당황하지 않고 자연스럽게 애드리브로 넘어가셨어요. 그래서 더 몰입이 됐다고 합니다. Interesting. Yes, there are so many lines when you think about a play or even, movies or whatnot. But if you can really, make it natural and put in whatever your thoughts are and do that 애드리브, right, or ad-lib, then it's even wonderful sometimes. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your experiences. And with that, we're going to have to wrap up already, but we'll be back tomorrow at 11:05 a.m. Our final song is by James Blunt with 1973. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Here we go.
FM 부산 영어 방송.
출근길 아이 걱정을 내려놓을 수 있다는 것, 그건 어쩌면 가장 큰 위로였습니다. 돌봄 서비스를 받은 후 부모님의 얼굴엔 다시 웃음이 피었습니다. 외로움에 익숙했던 청년에게 괜찮아요라는 한마디가 희망이 되었습니다. 돌봄을 받는 이도 돌보는 이도 더 행복할 수 있도록